Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. With my range up. Look at me ballin'. I be famous. chaser.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back. Let's get this show on the road. So we just had some data release here, 8:30 a.m. Initial jobless claims came out better than expected. We are currently dumping and selling off. Let's start off with our higher time frame here. We'll go to actually start off on the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart right now, this is what we have happening here. So weekly opened up, we drove higher, boom, sold off under the opening price. So I put the weekly in a seller control scenario. We also rejected a major level being 30,000. So we already know that this level has not been able to hold up. The last time we were able to do any business really above 30,000 was back in June, where we spent about a week and a half here, and then we reclaimed again and then eventually dumped. So now we've revisited the level on Monday, and then of course we sold off yesterday. We ended up having this type of consolidation pullback on the 4-hour, and then overnight we've now continued what looks like a second leg down. So at the current moment, we've got this extension here from Monday. And now we're going to see coming into today, do we get continued movement lower, targeting maybe 29,000s? We shall see. Let me drop a few other levels here. So our next major quarter level is 250, right? So we're going to see if we're going to hold that level up. And the 500 level was the area of support. So the idea was, as long as this level held up, then maybe we would see price give us a bounce back to 30,000. Obviously, that did not happen. What time was this? This was a 10 o'clock candle, yesterday, and then it just kind of grinded it up till about 2 p.m. and that was basically it. There was really not much yesterday after in the afternoon session. It was pretty much a slow grind. And then overnight, it looks like during London sessions when we got this breakdown. So we've been in a continuous sell-off here. So starting from here, we whipped up, took out this inside bar, and now expanding lower. Let's take a look at our GEX levels here and see what we got. Let's hide this for right now. Let's get rid of this. Let's throw this, and let's see if anything pops up that's interesting. Okay, we got a nice cluster here that we just traded through. So this level where we rejected from is our 0 VT level, our volatility threshold. So pretty much kind of like a 0 gamma level from end of day, or I should say from yesterday's end of day for 0 gamma. So that level is going to be important, that 610. If in fact that was kind of our thesis for overnight, where if we accepted above this level, then we would maybe see more support, price pushing up to 29,800s. But the fact that we rejected 610s and now we're beginning to expand lower, obviously that's out of the question. So our next main target that we should be paying attention to, let's move the GEX levels off and just keep our main levels here. So we have our expected move, our 1-day min. So the expected move high, expected move low for the session. So basically we opened up here. This is the high and this is the low where we anticipate price to go. The dealing range for the session. So we're already there, we're already there. And I guess the main question is, are we going to continue to traverse through our expected min? Or do we find some level of support here? All right, so that's kind of where we're at here on the 4-hour chart. Main thing is we can see that as long as we're in this 4-hour candle, which is going to be at least for the next 30 minutes, that we're going to expect continued downside pressure. Let's take a look at the hourly chart and our weekly profile along with our daily profiles. So we could actually see very clearly how we created this consolidation here. We were in balance and now we're expanding outside of balance. And we were trading and consolidating kind of like where our previous balance was, right around 500s. And now we're beginning to break down. So we had that 8:30 release around treasuries where the Fed announced that they were going to be doing a buyback program. So that's what created that initial spike. And then, of course, it did not sustain. And then from there, we just, whatever, went sideways. But we're breaking out now. And so we do have some inefficiencies overhead. This is kind of the area of resistance we're going to be watching here, 500s. So ideally, if price does start pulling back, we don't want to see price reclaim 500s, right? We don't want to see that. To continue to get the sell side opportunities, we would like to see price stay heavy under 500s. This is also our prior day value here. So we can use this as a range. We could technically use this and Wednesday. It was today Wednesday. Yeah, no, Thursday. Today's Thursday already. Wow. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays value area, we can kind of just use that as our little rotation range here. So basically we could see how we had multiple attempts below the range, couldn't close underneath or expand, and then from there we had an attempt above the range at 8:30, failed, couldn't even get back above the range. That was kind of the clue overnight, and then from there now we're displacing through the range, right? We broke out, pull back, and now we're closing. So we've closed through the wick, right? We've closed through this area here, that one little rejection that we had down there, big displacement through, you know, so that's telling us, okay, more than likely we'll see prices could probably continue to stay heavy outside this range. So that's what we're going to be anticipating. Now we are beginning to reject off 250s, I will say. And then we also did have a bullish W pattern that actually played out here just now from 8:30. So the structure is giving us a bullish rotation at the moment. So we know the higher time frame is bearish, but the current momentum is bullish, right? So this pattern here is a bullish pattern for us. So when we get that B point, you basically look for an entry anywhere around that B point. Stop should be at the mid, and you target the 100%. And that 100% threshold right here, our indicator plots that. So that actually produced a 250 tick win. I didn't take this trade, it just happened overnight, but that is showing me one of two things. Either the market's going to get a little bit bullish here at the open, or what we will find is an exhaustion, and instead of this becoming a bullish pattern, it's a bullish pattern that completes. Therefore, it now has the ability to exhaust and rotate back to the downside. So that's kind of what I'm going to be looking at to see, do we exhaust here? And if so, great, we can take the short. Do we stay firm here? Okay, no problem. We can either wait. And at that point, I would need my flows, my net GEX flows, to confirm bullishness. To be able to jump in and participate to the upside. So I'm not really interested in buying this market unless the options flow confirm it. Make sure you got your levels on the chart, your gamma levels. If you don't have your gamma levels on the chart, let me send them over here to you so you can just look at them. So these are the main levels that we're watching here. Our 1-day max, 1-day min right now. Where are they here? Oh, that's weird. I don't know where they are. They're not here on this. Oh, right here. Hello. Duh. Right here. So 29,200 is our 1-day min. So that's obviously an important thing to pay attention to. And then the midpoint is 550s, 29,550s. And then the highs, 29,919. So it looks like we're already rejecting here on the chart. So we'll see what we get. Let's get rid of the bands here for now. We'll just leave the extreme bands, the only ones I'm really concerned about at the moment. All right, good luck, everybody. We got 2 minutes left here for the open. We're currently inside of an active W pattern, so we'll see if this active W produces another leg up. But we just got a failed second leg up. They could not take that. They did not create that higher high. So our indicator's telling us right now that there's an M pattern pending. So if we actually break this level right here, this could give us an M pattern. And if that does that, then maybe there'll be a trade set up to the downside. Right. So well, you'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to jump right into it, though. We're just going to give price some time to do what it needs to do at the open. Our current overnight POC is right around 650s. So these boys right here created a lower high. It looks like they also are creating a lower low. So they're going inside. So we go inside, that just means that, you know, watch out. Just wait. So 325, the current sell that we're auctioning in is 325 and 375. So 225, 375. That's the high and that's the low. This range here, this high to this low, that's what we're inside of. So we're gonna see which way we're gonna go here. 16 seconds. There's your drive, second W. Do they push up? See if they give us at least a 25% pop here. There's 25%. Can they get to 50%? 50%, there you go. Can I get to 100%? Flows are negative. So I'm not expecting this move to sustain. Take the short. Just kind of supporting it here a little bit. Flows are somewhat getting positive a little bit. It's kind of a battle here. They'll probably drive one more time. Watching the VWAP. Let's see if we can break this C point here and get an M pattern. No, not giving it to me. Okay, cut the trade there for a quick cut. Quick stop out there. Flows are positive now. So they could have was thinking that maybe we get that rejection and push lower, but nope. Market pushed higher there. Could have took the scalp for 60 ticks, but it didn't take it. So got a third leg up here, approaching 200% move with this W. Watching the hourly charts, we begin to rotate higher. So we'll be watching for 450s. See what happens there around 450s. 450s is our gamma 2. Keep my eye here on the flows here. It's not significantly bullish yet. There's the crack to reclaim 400. Are they going to crack 400s? They just cracked 400s. Can they reclaim 400s? Hey, good morning. Flows are positive at the moment. So they will support these pullbacks as long as it's positive. So I'm not looking to short this until we get a flip. I also don't want to buy it because I know we're in a level where we're rejecting, right? We already know that there's some resistance up in this area. The VWAP is holding up, so it is a kind of a nice double bottom here at the VWAP. But I'm not really feeling it, guys. I'm not really feeling this long, so I'm not going to take it. We've already had an extension of 150% from this W, so feels like it might be a little exhausted. The buyers are in control right now, so just let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. Flows are staying stable around 90 million. ES is pumping, so you got to keep your eye on the ES there. We do have some expansion here on ES. There's a big M pattern. Let's see if they give us a play here for an M. Well, what happened there? Stopped, already stopped out there. Shit. Okay. Absorbed. That drove up real quick. I had a weird delay there for like 8 seconds. Okay, well that M pattern did not work out. That was a failed M. So they are staying bullish here, gang. Flows are increasing as well, so need to respect that. So it took two attempts here on sells and stopped out on both so far. So we are pumping here. So we just wait for the 500 level, see if we get there, see what happens. But 450 was the area I was interested in. But we'll see. Flows are increasing. We're now 300 million positive flows. Got another 100% move there on that B pattern, or the W pattern. So back-to-back wins there on the W's. Hit those likes. That's right. Appreciate it. Hit those like buttons. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. All right, let's watch what they're going to do here with 450s. Are they going to break 450s? We got the overnight VWAP overhead around 500s. So we'll see. That's kind of the area I want to wait for. Well, price is bullish. So at this point, you can kind of accept the fact that they are going to keep pumping, right? Flows are bullish, structure's bullish, everything is bullish, but I don't know, the higher time frame to me is just a little heavy, so I don't know if I want to be buying. You know, I guess the opportunity would have been to buy here, but I got short instead. So on this failure of an M, that would have been the long opportunity. But I would not be buying up in this area here. Well, it's just me. You can do whatever it is you guys want to do. It's up to you. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is purely entertainment, guys. Remember, we're still negative on the day, right? The day is 0.4% red on the session. We'll see. It's our first. Oh, let's see here. Flows are still heavily positive, so this probably should fail here. We did get that inversion here. We go this leg down, see if they're going to give another leg up here. They hit the 100%. Most of the W patterns hit the 50 to 100%. When they can't even do that, that's usually a clue. Like that M only went to 25%, and it failed. So that's your opportunity to get long. But now let's see what happens here. We are beginning to churn at 450. See if they're going to get that second leg up. So watching, this is what I'm paying attention to on the hourly chart. This range here. And then more specifically, we've got this area where we had these buyers who came in, right, and they failed, right? These buyers bought, rejected, sold off. So I don't know if we're going to see price be able to reclaim that or what, but this is technically support resistance 101, right? So we had support, Buyers came in, break, pullback. The only problem is, what kind of pullback are we going to get? Are we going to get a pullback that takes out these highs, comes all the way back up into this area here? In this case, we could just kind of like focus on specific consolidation here from the overnight. Okay, I'm going to try one last time this end pattern here. Just the third attempt. And let's see if we can get the bigger rotation. So that's the short. Stop is at the mid. And maybe we can get that 100% target at least right here. That would be the minimum target right there for 100 ticks. Can we get it? Flows are still positive, so they could buy it right here. Let's leave that above 0 gamma. Very nice. There's a 100% target right there. Taking that one. Hit the like button. 100 ticks. M pattern entry right at 420 reclaim on the M break. Stop loss was the mid, and that produced a small little 1.67R trade. And it could probably keep going, but I'm going to be a little cautious here as we're at the 0 gamma line. We're battling 0 gamma VWAP, so we shall see. So we caught that. There it goes. There's the reclaim. So this trade's already done. I took the profit at 100 ticks. There's the reclaim, gang. And now we watch how they interact with our mid, because if they do take back control here, this can act as support for a continuation move higher. Boom. And then we look for the real level, which is at 500s. Major positive, the gamma node is going to be at 620s. Let me make sure. Yeah. Our POC for our gamma POC is at 620s, which means they could probably pump up to this area here as long as these flows stay supportive, but they are declining right now. The flows are falling. We were at 750 million, now we're down to 500. So we'll see. So we rejected the mid to pull them back now. Let's see if they're going to give a drive higher here, or if this is it, they're going to collapse it. Remember, we're actually trading against this completed W pattern right now. So this area here is acting as major resistance. So we shall watch how they deal with this area here. Flows are increasing again now. There's the M. Will they give a continuation move here? Watching. Oh, looks like it's failing here. Are they failing here? Somebody just got stuck on that 450 break. Let's see. These guys are vulnerable right here. Okay, let's see if they give us a move here. They're still in play, but kind of iffy. Like I'm not taking this trade. I'm just kind of looking at the it's already for me invalidated since they've already took out that mid. And if they hit this bearish rotation, this would invalidate that W pattern there. They're still holding it though, so there's still a chance maybe. I don't know. It's pretty iffy here at 450s. If you're looking at the chart, looking at a 1 minute chart, you'll see they've just nasty rejections, right? Just nasty rejections off of our gamma 2 level, our GEX 2. Okay, now they're trying to expand through. They just closed back above. Can they hold can they hold it here? Flows are increasing, but the price action is not showing us strong follow through. Let's see if we can get this pushed to 100%. I don't think so. Let's see. There's the buyer that just came in. Feels very weak. We got 1 minute left for the 15-minute candle to open up. Wait for the 15-minute candle. Wait for the 15-minute candle to open. It would probably drive up and hit the target here for 100%. So technical entry there, stop right there. That would be the play. I'm tempted to take it. Let's see if we can maybe get it this time. No, no. There's the opening range. Can it give us the push to 100%? Let's see. They are struggle busing here. Stopped. Should have freaking taken my own advice, bro. Should have took my own advice. All right, well, that was a loss. 15-minute bar, pulling back. Let's see, is this going to be a reversal here? Flows are still positive, so just being cautious. Big rejection there off that 450 level. So now we're testing 400s. You just put a big offer here for 200 contracts on the offer. Got to break below 400s. Are they going to stay heavy under 400s? This will probably be a 100% move. So the short would be from that break of the M down to 379s. But if they reclaim 400, just be careful. So we got the rejection. We got that point of failure now established at 450s. Flows are still remaining somewhat positive. We are declining though. There's that 100%. Price is staying bearish. What's our ATR? 118 ticks a minute. You can see 400 now acting as resistance. So that was the short, guys. Oh my goodness. That was the move. So we got the opening range low right here. We're also testing the 930 open. So let's see if they're gonna try to prop it up here a little bit. going to take a scalp here. I know I probably shouldn't wait for them to take out that opening range low. So it'll be a quick stop here if I do get stopped out. So I'm watching this 100% reclaim here. I'm watching the 350 level to see if they're going to do something here, give us a pullback of some sorts. Yes or no? Nope. Watching 375. Come on. Closed it. Let reclaim of 375. Confirm trend line down. Probably get expansion down to the opening range low. I don't know why I bought that. I shouldn't have done that. I was thinking that maybe we've extended too much and we get a little bit more of a pop. Still possible, but now that, you know, we can see. And the other thing too is a retest of the 930 open, so I figured we would see some type of pop. So we're getting a pop, but I don't know. Let's see if they actually end up breaking this and forming a W here. Can they do it? Nope. Staying bearish, staying heavy. So we went from 800 million to now 200 million. So we're declining here. Our flows are becoming negativo. There's the M pattern break, and the next targets would probably be around 318s if we can clear out the opening range low. Flows are about to get negative now. So once we get negative on the flows, then I want to see if we stay negative or if it ends up basing here and then they end up start buying it up again. Those are really the two scenarios I've seen. And when I say flows negative, you can just see the number here on the top left of my chart, which is net GEX. So here would be the pop for the continuation short, stops at 372 for 100% target right there at 318. So that would kind of be the scenario. It's a little difficult though, because we're right at the opening range low. So sometimes they'll pop it and then, you know, rip it up real quick. But right now, the buyers are definitely losing control of this auction at the moment. But we shall watch how they deal here at these lows. I'm not in this trade. I'm just showing you where the trade would be a valid trade. It looks like we're going to get that move to 100%. There it is. Boom. So that would have been another good win right there if you would have taken that M pattern for a 71 tick scalp. 71 tick scalp. And the flows are officially negative. Flows are officially negative. So we just got negative here right around 952, 953. So on that break. So now we'll see if we stay negative or what. We're full bear now. Every time frame is bearish. ES just rejected its zero gamma level right around 708s. And ES is also negative right now. So everything is negative at the moment in terms of gamma and flow and order flow. There's a reclaim of the 930 open print. I'll take a scalp here just in case we do get a little bit of a support here. A lot of times they'll break the opening range low and then they start buying it up. So just in case that's what this is, I'll try it. I'll try a scalp. There's 50 ticks. Let's see now. I would like to target this 400 level again. Doesn't look like they're going to give it to me though. We get back under 930 open. Let's see. Can they hold this pullback? Give me a second leg up. Come on now, just a little bit more. If they reclaim yesterday's low, which is where we're at right now, then I would think 500 is a feasible target. Stops are a break even. We're up 100 ticks. And I'm looking for a 100% move here of this W. There's 150 ticks. Here's our 25%. So this is the entry. Technically, the entry would have been a little later, but I front run it. But that would be the target there. I'm already taking one contract off just in case. And then I'm going to put my stop at 375 and see if we can get a 100% move here. Flows are back positive, so buyers did take back control of this auction at the opening range low. But 400 is at sticky level, so we got to see if they're going to be able to hold 400s here. Or trade through 400, but it looks like we just rejected it. So we have a little point of failure and an inversion there at the 400 level. Stopped out on my trail there, but I did take 150 tick profit on my initial position. So quick little entry there for scalp, and then I was hoping for that bigger move. They just gave us 25% target rejection. They inversed it, and then boom, now we're selling off. So back down in sell mode. Big failure there. What time is it? We got 3 minutes left for the hourly candle to close. So far this 30-minute candle is just one big rejection wick to the upside. We call this a fail 2. So we'll see if they end up closing down here in 2.5 minutes. And maybe that next candle, we'll see if we get a continuation expansion to the downside. So we're back inside here of this W pattern, right? So this is the W, and we're back inside the mid. So this is the area we want to pay attention to, is right here. Because if this area ends up not being able to reclaim, then this becomes resistance, and then this becomes our target right here at C point. Which kind of seems like that's what they're going to do. I should have waited for this new 30-minute candle, huh? Watching that mid. Hopefully that holds. We got 30 seconds left here. Feels like they're going to drive it one more time. All right, I'm taking that shit off. Failed second leg. Maybe they give a second leg up. We'll see. 30-minute closes in 45 seconds. We are just churning and sticking to 930's open price. 10 seconds here. Immediate drive higher there. Will they push through? So we've reclaimed that midpoint. So kind of watching that to see if they're going to hold that up. So that's 350 level here. Are they going to drive it higher? Okay, we'll try it. Second leg up. Let's see if we get a second leg up here. And long off that pullback right here. So they reclaimed this mid right here and they held it. So that's why I decided to give it a shot for quick scalp. Let's see if we can get that 400 reclaim. It's already rejecting at VWAP. Hold it. Give me a reversal bar up. You can do it. No stuffy here. Don't get stuffed. Ugh. Come on. I don't think so, guys. Where's that mid? It's right here. It'll be a quick cut if they fail here, 75s. Watching the book map. Flows are barely negative here, barely positive. It's 50-50. What we're rejecting, we're under the VWAP. Zero gamma. What are we going to do? Who's going to win here? Oh boy. We're back under 375. I think it's going to fail, gang. Got an inversion. Will the inversion hold or fail here? Tricky, tricky, tricky. Looking for a little pop. Not getting it. Can we get through these highs here, 390s? Yeah, they're exhausting here. No. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that shit. They're stair stepping down already, right here at the open. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get that. That's probably the short opportunity now. Sellers, I think, are back in control. This is pretty complex stuff here, guys. Two-way auctioning, left and right. Let's see, I'm just looking for some direction now, just to stay, to lean in, to lean on. Can we start getting directional here? So I'm using this midline now as my pivot. We're back under the 10 o'clock open. So the fact that they sort of stair step in, there's my M. Can we actually get some follow through now? Stair stepping down, and the positive flows couldn't sustain itself. So I don't know. We'll see. Targets would be 200s. We just keep basing here at the opening range low. Oh, this is tough today. Yeah. Like down, can we get some follow through? These guys are it's so choppy down here. They keep absorbing the sellers around 325s. Man, these guys aren't letting it out. Feels very trappy here, huh? Yeah. Not good. That's the reclaim, but we're testing zero gamma here. Are they going to hold it up? Got a W here. Got to be careful. This could get bullish here. I'm going to cut that trade, guys. That did not work out there, guys. He absorbed a selling straight up right at the opening range low. So what's that level? 320s? Oh, man. This market today, bro. Watch it be the entry here. Let's see. We're back above 10 o'clock open. So 10 o'clock and 9:30 open are pretty much the same price. Just going to give it a little time here, guys, because I'm getting caught up, getting cut. I set my max loss to about $600 per account. So I'm already at $400 negative. So we'll see. So I basically have like maybe one or two more trades here before I hit my max loss. And I'm done for the session. Done for the session. And that's part of the game, you know? Like, the market obviously is choppy. It's not giving us the follow through expansion. They're just consolidating here below, absorbing the sellers. But we know that level 400 is also major resistance. It's zero gamma. So every time we get to 400, we just can't accept through it. So right now we're kind of just consolidating between 400s and what is that, 325? Yeah, 325. So I was thinking that we were going to get the break. We probably will get the break, but obviously I may have been a little early. Looks like it's inbound right now. Let's see. I will try one more time. Inbound right now. One more time, gang. Let's see. Stops should be right there. Inbound one more time. Yeah, these M's are just like not working out today. Let's see, full absorption here. Holy schnoz. Ouch. Look at that full reclaim. Holy cannoli, man. They just keep doing that. All right, gang. Hit my max loss on the session. I am done on these accounts here for today. I got no problem showing you when I win and when I lose, so you can see $600 loss today. So today was a short session, 30 minutes, took my losses, taking my bag and go home. Okay. So that's it. We'll hang out a little bit though. We can hang out and talk some more, but I'm not taking trades on these accounts, or at least these sets. So you gotta like, you know, if you're trading for prop firms, you gotta like be able to cap your daily loss, because you don't want to have a situation where one day can just ruin your accounts. You know what I mean? And so name of the game is like, okay, cool. So you set your max loss, boom, let it be done. Come back tomorrow and you'll make it back. You know, you'll catch it. You'll do what you need to do. And then the other part too is just cycling accounts. So you don't trade them all at the same time. You just trade groups. So if these first couple accounts you end up hitting your max loss, okay. If you're not seeing the market though, don't start trading your other accounts because you're just going to get smashed on your other accounts too. But I'll tell you that one of the most important things that I've realized, it's not so much your strategy, it's more so your strategy around daily your red days, right? Your red days is actually the most important thing, because if you can control those red days, then when you're in flow and you're catching those wins, you're good. You'll be fine. You'll do good. There's that 400 rejection again. It just seems like that 400 level is that level, right? But they're just playing around here. So if you look at the higher time frame, what's going on there on the hourly chart, they're staying inside the current value, right? Today's value. We're rejecting yesterday's value area high. Let me show you here. Right here. This is where we attempted to reject off of, right around the 469 level. But we can see this is the prior day value area here. That price is already, we came into this area here, kind of rejected it, and now we're still holding our current day POC. So this level is becoming pretty thick, which is, what is that price point? I think that is, I can't see it with this number here. Oh, that's the weekly POC. Sorry, it's 342. So 342s is that level. While we're having such a hard time getting through it. And then the flows are pretty much neutral. We go from negative to positive to negative, but it's not one-sided as of yet. So as we're in this consolidation on the 1 minute, you can see right here, we just need to see if we're going to, we need to avoid selling low in this range. And then that's all we can do. Just wait to see. Well, I'm not taking any other trades here on these accounts, but something needs to happen here, right? Are they going to be able to hold the next breakout? Ideally, what they do is they break out and then fail back under, and then we get the short to the other side again. Or if they want to rotate back to the other side to clear the opening range high, they can do that too. They can totally do that. So that's, right now we're just in a mean reversion setup here, mean reversion day. So just watching here, that W pattern did not give us 100% move yet to hit the 50%. So far, the W's have not been paying here, so that's important information. Sorry, the M's. So these would be bullish M's, right? Failed M's. M should be the breakdown where you get that extension, but we're not getting any extension to the downside. So they just keep absorbing at 325s. And now we look at the POC, we can see, okay, that's where it's at. That's the POC. That's what's holding price back up. So now, hopefully, let's see, they come back to 400s. What are they going to do with 400s? What's our range so far from that we're dealing in here? About 400 ticks. 400 ticks. The whole session so far, high to low. We're dealing in a 646 tick range right now. So just watch it how they handle this 400 level here. If they're going to get that second leg extension. They're rejecting though. Just keep rejecting. So we're competing right now to see if they're going to give a second leg up or a one leg down, second leg down. Rejecting 400s again. 15-minute though. We're just trading inside the 15-minute opening range. I mean, we're just really going sideways right now. There's a M after hitting that 400 level. I'll take one more. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it. One more. One more. It's already failing, huh? Oh man, these guys are annoying, bro. Get your ass back under the B point. Stop playing. Stop playing, guys. One more. All right. We caught 100 ticks. Can we actually get through the opening range low? The POC here, 325s. Can they do it? Little late entry there. The better entry would have been right there at 370s on the break. Actually, not the break, right here, this our flip. So we'll just let this one either take me out. I'll accept my risk. The mid, which is basically 60 ticks, which is fine. And then I'm going for 200. I'm going for the 200 level, right? That's the main target, would be 200s. So if I get that, then we're Gucci. Where's that 200 level at? Right down there. So we're up 128 ticks. Flows are negative. Everything's looking heavy. We got full time frame continuity to the downside. We just closed under the opening range. But can we stay under? Because every time we close under, we've been closing right back up. We've been reclaiming and reclaiming and reclaiming. So we're holding 130 ticks right now. Let's go break even on stops, just in case. It's going to give me a reclaim. And that was it. So that was a lucky trade. I mean, it wasn't lucky because obviously we're watching the level. We waited, but it was lucky because I technically hit my max loss. I should have stopped. I broke my own rules, but it was kind of like the trade was there and I've been waiting for it. You know, we observed the level 400 many times get rejected. They had the chance right here on this W, right? When they had this W print, they could have completed. They didn't do it. And because they didn't do it, they rejected the same level again. They tried here again, couldn't do it. And then we had that inversion. We got that VWAP and I was like, okay, I'll just take it. Let me just risk this 60 ticks. And if I can catch the move, then it's okay, right? It's okay. But right now they're still holding up. They're not done yet. They're still playing with the opening range low. Oops, what is that chart there on the right? It's kind of messy there. The hourly candle needs to begin to get through the prior 1 hour low, the 9 a.m. low. If they can get through this 9 a.m. low, maybe we can see some expansion. So what's that price? 470s is the level, 470s. You just keep propping it up. I hope this is not going to be what the session is for the rest of the day here. Is it just going to be one of these where we just mean revert for the entire AM session? There's the buyer. Let's see if he gets stuffed. 65 contracts got executed. And we are rejecting that level. Let's see if we get displacement now. Come on, boys. You can break 325. This is the failure point for sellers, but look, the flows are now 678 million. So this is the largest negative GEX flow, negative net GEX that we've seen. We're now 700 million. Look at these buyers, bro. They are freaking relentless under 325s. Looking for a price to trade through the low here of the 930 candle, which would be 309s. I want to see us trade through 309 and get expansion. We have big major negative at 288s here. Can that act as a magnet for price? And then once we get there, then we may see acceleration. That's our big negative GEX, negative node. Holding 150 ticks of profit right now. There's 200 ticks. Let's go. We just took out the low of 930. Can we see more? Can I get more? We need more. Locking in some profit there just in case. This is not an easy, simple trend. Oof, look at that reclaim. Those boys are trying to reclaim already. Full reclaim. Oh my goodness, this is not my session here today, guys. Goodness gracious. All right, I had 200 ticks there. It stopped out break even. And now I'm done for the session, gang. So this is not what I want to be fighting against. We're not getting that directional follow through. It is mean reversion day so far. Yeah, 500 lot in ES on the buy. Don't see that. I see 260 contracts. Oh, I see what you're talking about. That was earlier, right? Yeah, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. This that might be the pullback, but that's a little crazy of a pullback there. Yeah, I don't think I want to keep trying to short this thing here at these lows for now. These boys are, if you look at that, if you look at a 30-minute chart right now, it's pretty ugly. So I don't want to keep fighting this. I had the 200 ticks there, could have taken it and made a little bit back on my red day, but I was being a little bit more what's the word? I was looking for a lotto trade, right? And that's another mistake too. You know, if you're red, what you should be doing is just taking your partials, taking your profit, you follow your plan instead of trying to like make a big home run trade. But it's all good. So I ended up making $1 on that trade. So that trade would have been nice if I would have taken that profit. But right there, got short, caught the move down, and then just kidding. There's a break again. These guys are just assholes today, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's about right. Yeah, the ATR is 143 ticks right now. Unfortunately, it's a high ATR in a compression, in a range. So, you know, the range itself is only 400 ticks, but the 1 minute candles are 140 ticks. So it doesn't really give us much room for error here. So I'm just watching right now. I'm not taking this, but I'm just observing the action here. This is this inversion here. If they're going to reclaim it, and then we get bullish for a second leg up, and then take out all the 400 level, because there's a lot of people short against this level, like I was. And then usually when they hold the range, they're going to try to break out of the range, and then we see if they're going to break out and fail above the range. But we just playing the range right now, guys. At this point, it's a scalper's market until we really start accepting outside. Yeah, I mean, it's actually an easy market to trade if you're range trading, right? You just sell low, buy high, buy high, sell low. You know, buy low, sell high, buy low. It's easy. It's just hard if you're trying to catch a trend, right? If you're trying to hold for the bigger moves. In my case, I've been getting punked. I've been getting faked out a little bit here at these lows. So I've been selling these lows, anticipating a breakout, which I normally don't do that, you know. So even if you have a pattern, it's about the location, right? So location first. So the problem is you're shorting at the opening range low, you're anticipating a breakout, which, I mean, you would think so, because obviously the higher time frame is bearish, the flows are bearish. However, we've already failed multiple times on both sides. So you just got to recognize that. The reason why I took this short is because it gave me the entry away from the level. So at this point, we had already moved up. So we had created this bullish cycle up. We hit the 400. We failed 400. So once we failed the 400, that's when I got short. So on the failure of that 400, we get the pattern. Boom. It produced 200 ticks. But unfortunately, we did not accept below 320s, which is our POC. So it seems like they're holding this level up, and I think they're going to continue to defend it until proven otherwise. Yeah, that ES 5-minute chart, 63 tick pump in that 5 minutes. So they are trying to break out here of our 400 level M pattern here. Are they going to hold the breakout? Is this the breakout, gang? Is this the breakout? Or is it a fake out? Is it a breakout or is it a fake out? Close pretty balanced here. There's the pullback to VWAP. The VWAP, is VWAP gonna hold? Nothing's holding. Isn't that funny? It's like nothing's holding. So he's got to, eventually something's going to hold. Eventually something's going to stick. Unless it's, I mean, very rarely do you have a day where it's just all day like this. Eventually you get some movement away from this range. So we got 3 minutes, 4 minutes left for this IB to get set. And we shall see if they're going to stay above the. Right now, the opening range, high and low, has just been kind of like what we're dealing with here. It's just technically it's the mid of the opening range. We've not been able to accept above the mid. Or below the opening range low. Interesting. Interesting. This is also yesterday's low of day, FYI. So 375 is yesterday's low. So we just ran yesterday's low, and we're kind of finding a little bit of support here in this area here. So we just cracked back under 75s. Will they stay heavy under 75? Okay. M pattern pending. W failed here to even get up to 100%. Hit to 50. We're in the middle of the range now, so we'll see. There's that rejection. There's the M. I'm not taking it, gang. I know. I'm not gonna take it. But this is kind of what the ideal scenario would have been. Be a little earlier. Like, actually, let me make that bigger. I think that's also what's important to pay attention to is when does the momentum begin? All right, so these little flip signals here is when our momentum begins. I kind of actually updated the code last night, so I think the default on there makes it hard to see. I'm going to adjust that real quick. Let it load. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did it not freaking load? Oh, it's still calculating. We can look at the book map while that loads. $350s. This is like not loading. What the heck? I think my chart froze. Oh man. Well, there it goes. Okay. There we go. Okay. Chop City. Let's get rid of that drawing. So there's the new 30-minute candle. Jeez, if you look at the 30-minute chart, it's kind of ridiculous. It's just straight doji, 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 doji. They did sweep the prior 30-minute low, but we're still inside. We're still inside the opening range. We've not done anything outside this range. So pretty funny chart. They're just building volume here in this area. They're just holding this area here. So it's possible if we start expanding and holding more, I mean, we could probably see price come back up to the 450s again. They're just pressing. I mean, what I was hoping for after this big rejection of 450, that we would have swept this low and then we would have stayed heavy under, and then we could have looked for a move to 200s. But they're not ready yet. They're still kind of holding this structure here. So our opening range high, opening range low, there's our mid. It's a pretty annoying chart, because it's like, well, who's in control? No one's in control. So when there's no one in control, it's like, what side, where's the edge at that point? Where's the edge? Let's go to the 32 bar chart real quick. That's always helpful. Sometimes you just got to zoom out, man, to be honest, because when you zoom out, then maybe you can see something a little bit more clear for what we're dealing with. That makes sense when I look at this. So this completion point here is what we're dealing with. Like, these guys already finished a move, and now we're in sideways, creating a half of Batman. So that basically is an extension, break, hold, consolidate, 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 consolidate. And then from there, we just don't know if they're going to give us another leg up or another leg down. So this is a pretty complicated situation here, but we just got to wait at this point. They're just holding underneath here. Buyers keep failing above 400. Sellers keep failing below 325. So looking at this right here, this little guy right there is kind of like our resistance, which is the opening range mid. We got that inversion right here. But the New York Open, that's the 930 open at 330.50, that price and gamma 5. Holding up. Nice little offer here. This level here. There we go. It's a tough one here. So this is our 32 bar chart with our opening range and initial balance. And we're basically hanging out in the middle. Okay, I'm going to try one more time short here. Stop right there above this reversal bar. And we'll see what happens here. We're up 44 ticks on this. If they reverse back up, I'll cut the trade. I'm not trying to sit in this nonsense, but looking at how they just kind of held this area here this whole time. Right there, the buyers did have a chance right here. It's a 32 bar Renko, so this takes a lot for us to get a reversal bar. It takes like about 30, 40 points for us to get a reversal bar. So it was a reversal bar for 2 bricks, and then they immediately reversed it back down. So right now, this is the moment of truth. The buyers need to step up and buy it back up right here. If they do, they get the reversal bar, and then, okay, fine. They take back control. And then we continue to trade in this churn and burn auction. Or are they going to get that reversal bar up? They took it back. They held that New York open again. Looks like they're trying to get that bar. Oh. Okay, there's a reversal brick. I'm going to cut this trade here. If we take out that high. Yeah, they're still freaking holding it up. All right, I'm out on that. That's it. I'm done. Not going to try anymore. So that was it. I gave myself one extra trade. I was break even, so I gave myself one more just in case that was it. And it's not. All right. I'm going to wrap it up, gang. I'm going to call it a day, take my red day, accept it, move on. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So far, we've had a pretty good week. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was awesome. Today, just, you know, whatever. It's tough. Market's not giving us what we need. So unless you're just scalping rotations here off the opening range mid and opening range low, you know, for 50 to 100 ticks, that's it. That's the only way to have made look and say, well, how could I have made money in this market? What could I have done to make money? Wherever I lost money, I'll go back. How could I have made money? And that's the thing, you know, you gotta always review, always journal, always look back at what happened and figure out what you did or what you could do differently. The hard part about it is, you know, you don't know what you're in until you're in it. You know, everything, you're always trying to anticipate that it's going to do this, it's going to do that based on what's happened. Obviously, we look at the flows, we look at everything. But at the end of the day, when price comes to the level, it's all about, well, what's the reaction at these levels? And so, you know, today is just an hour of just sideways price action. Actually 90 minutes just sideways, chop, big wicks. We're just ripping, everyone stops. So there's no direction here until we start really getting some expansion and some strength, which after 90 minutes, usually they will give some expansion, you know? So it's just, I wasn't patient enough to wait to get it done. I was anticipating these moves, and that's it for today. I'm making excuses for myself, but not really. I mean, I'm just trying to understand what I could have done better for today. But I'm gonna call the stream here, guys. Red day today. Took the loss, hit the max loss, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all tomorrow.